Can there be beauty without pain? It's an argument that many people wrestle with. It's the idea that without pain, we cannot truly experience life. Honestly, heck, I'm not even a horror movie fan, and I know that's exactly what the Saw movies are about on some level. They use that argument. And you'll figure out why I have Tamala Man up here in a second. But the question becomes, how do we appreciate the things we have if we have never known pain? I got a clip for you all today. Let me play it, and I'll be right back.
Because I never in the formative years, never heard good job. Nobody, and I promise I'm not capping just to be able to be emotional with y'all. I never, as a young man, from anybody connected to me, ever heard good job. When I got married, there was not one relative at my wedding. That's how, not one, church packed, not one relative at my wedding. Because I was not raised in family like that, bro. It was a lonely life. So when you hear songs like Imagine Me and Take Me to the King, Truth Is I'm Tired, all them songs, all these songs, I know these songs wouldn't have come if I was raised in a private school, learned how to play polo, watching Wheel of Fortune, no.
Now you understand why I have Tamala Man up here, because Kirk talks about Take Me to the King. I'll let her down because I don't need her up there anymore. But Kirk spends a lot of that episode talking about how he knows that who he is today is because of all the pain that he went through and how God kept him through all of that pain. I've said it many times on this channel. If you don't feel God, it's because you're running away from him, because he promised he would never leave us. Kirk talks early about in that episode how Jesus was his best friend. Like, before he truly understand what he was doing at a young age, he was talking to Jesus on the rooftop of the house he grew up in because he didn't have anyone else to talk to. But at church, they were telling him and the other kids that Jesus was his best friend. A lot of people want to put God on trial about all the hurt and pain in the world and forget that humanity is what allowed that hurt and pain in the world. And when they argue why he can't just get rid of it, my favorite rebuttal to that question is, have you ever thought about how he just might start with you? The beauty of the gospel is that through our stupidity and our inability to accept him as who he was, we sent him to a horrible death. And he willingly let that happen so our relationship with him could truly be fixed. The gospel, the good news, is love born out of the pain of his creation, telling him simultaneously we don't and we do need you. And he loves us that much to go through it all with us so we can come out more and more like him. Kirk has a deep personal moment in this episode where they asked him the question of whether he would change his life, and he was honest. He knows what he missed out on, and he also recognizes what God did, though, with all of that pain. That God never left him and has used that pain to show there is healing at the foot of the cross through Kirk's life, music, and his ministry. This is a longer video today because I know it hurts. If you've been following me for a while, I spent the last year basically being unemployed, unceremoniously. I've been dealing with church hurt. I've been dealing with legal troubles, but I see how God is still by my side through it all. I feel him because I refuse to run away when I need him the most. And now I'm seeing what he's able to do with all that pain. And my goodness, is it beautiful. So if I could say anything, I would say hang in there. Please, run to love, run to him. Don't let the enemy discourage you from reaching the blessing God has for you, because that is good news. I love y'all. Shalom.